he would step across the line. Habitually. He's a habitual line stepper.
Dun, 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 dun. Whoa, whoa.
What up, baby?
What up, big dog?
What's good with you, man?
Happy to be here. Thank you all so much for joining us today on the Habitual Line Steppers podcast. We have a super episode for you today. I'm Garrett Langley Henson.
And I am Terry Ricardo DeShazo II.
The Deuce is in the house, and we're going to get right to it, bro.
Let's go.
I told you that we had a super episode for you today, and that's because the Super League is coming in European soccer. Gone are the days of the Champions League. Gone are the days of earning your place in the top position in European football. The top 12 teams in the world financially have all banded together to form a Super League outside the Champions League. Now, this is a domestic league that all these teams will play in instead of La Liga, instead of the Premier League, instead of Bundesliga or the Farmers League.
League One.
Yeah. So, the 12 teams that have said that they're officially taking part of it are the Big Six from England. So that's Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham, Manchester City, and Manchester United.
Yep.
In Italy, they got Inter Milan, AC Milan, and Juve.
Yep.
In Spain, we got Real, Barcelona, and Pathetico.
Atletico snuck their way into that shit, huh?
Dude, if they make it into the Super League, I gotta stop calling them Pathetico.
Hey, are you gonna call them Atletico, or are you just gonna think of another clever name to call them?
Oh, I'll think of another clever name to call them. Yeah.
Pathetico Madrid.
Right. Starring in Now You See Me 3. My greatest trick ever. How did they pull this off?
I don't even know, man.
So out of those 12 teams, they're trying to get 3 more to have an even 15 of permanent clubs that would be in there. Now, the 3 teams that they want to add to it are Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, and PSG. So there's going to be 1 French team, no Portuguese teams. Right? No Belgian teams, no Ajax, no Feyenoord.
Yeah.
And then
Ajax is kind of big to be missing.
Then
that's a big miss for me.
5 spots in the 20-team league would be like given to the winners of the other 5 major leagues in Europe.
That's what they said? That's kind of crazy.
So there'd be 15 teams, those 15 founding teams or whatever, they'd be guaranteed to play in the competition every year, regardless of how bad they did. They couldn't get relegated. Yeah. And then every year, the 5 winners of the other 5 leagues would join them in the Super League.
I mean, like, how are they going to get relegated? Where are they going to go? Back to the other leagues that banned them?
Well, what about these other teams? Like, let's say you're fucking Sevilla or something like that, and you win La Liga, and you get promoted to the Super League for 1 year. Then you get smacked and go back to La Liga like, oh, what's up, guys?
It's so, it's one of the greediest things I've ever seen. Honestly, it is really greedy. I understand from a money standpoint, like why these teams want to do it, because they're making so much money and they're winning almost everything. It makes sense. The Arsenal doesn't make any sense because they ain't winning shit. They haven't won in a long time.
That's mainstream shit right there, bro.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, it's kind of turning out where if your team doesn't have any money, then you can't win in the leagues. And like these big teams, they're just like, yo, I guess like great competition for us. Like we can buy all the great players. It's kind of like when you're playing FIFA, you get a bunch of money and you can just buy everybody you want and it becomes like not fun anymore. So like these big teams are just like, yo, we need to make it harder for ourselves or we need to like make more money. Like, I don't know, man.
I think it's the other way, bro, because the coronavirus, like, it kind of gave some clarity to, I think, a lot of teams because everyone before this was, like, making money hand over foot so much that, like, started overextending themselves and taking on all these things They probably shouldn't have, like buying Antoine Griezmann and Coutinho and Dembele for 450 million euros on three
Yeah.
players in 2 summers. And
Yeah.
now like all these teams, like I can't speak for Real Madrid or like some of the ones. Barcelona has $1 billion in debt. 700 million of that is in short-term debt that needs to be repaid in the next 5 years. Like in England, what was it? Manchester, what was it? United are super.
It's United, yeah.
United are super in debt. Arsenal are super in debt. Like, so all these teams all over the world have started taking these big losses, asking their players not to accept bonuses this year and take pay cuts, all that type of stuff. They're like, hey, man, we can't be in a position where we can just be holding a bag like this again. We got to make a Super League where we get all the cash.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to, you know what, before I even talk about that, like it's a bigger thing for the smaller clubs though. I didn't, when we you read about it, it's hard to say that they're in the wrong because everybody is losing money. But like, I didn't know that the top teams, like their money also trickled down to like the bottom leagues and the leagues under that league and like the leagues under that league. I didn't know that they were giving money to them, but now the top teams are bleeding. So it's like, unfortunately, making every single team under them just lose money. And eventually it might, if this Super League might destroy soccer as like you see it. You won't see any bottom leagues like connected to going up, to get promoted into top leagues. Everybody just might be split up and then it'll just be a free-for-all and it is what it is.
I mean, it's just going to be like if you don't play in the main league, you better be under 22 years old. If you're not playing in the Super League, if you're 28 and playing in not the Super League, like your fucking career is over and you're a scrub.
You might as well get a part-time job. You're done. Like it kind of reminds me of America over here, bro. Like if you're not in the MLS or if you're not like in the USL, you might as well start working because
it was the Glazer family who owns Manchester United or Liverpool. I forget which one. Who are the ones who proposed this? It was Americans who brought along this whole Super League.
Yeah. I mean, but America can handle it. Like, soccer is not our big sport. We don't care. We don't care.
Well,
that's not that a big
American. We're like, what is this whole system that you have where you played fucking 50 games against shitty teams a year and you only play 8 games against other good teams? Like, they're looking at this like, why are we playing Almeria and Osasuna and all these teams 3 times a season? And but between the best 4 teams in the world last year, like PSG, Bayern, Man City, and you could say Real or Juventus or whoever. But I read that between those 4 teams or whatever, the last 2 calendar years, there are only 3 games in which they played each other, any of the 4 teams.
Yeah.
So this is like what this is trying to get at the heart at and disrupt. Like, we want to see the best teams playing the best teams more than once a year.
I just think the coronavirus kind of exposed like how teams are making their money. Like some of these teams, they're just doing it to make more money. But like a lot of these other teams, like you say, they were in debt. They got a lot of their money from like box office stuff from the fans, like giving them money and like doing stuff like that. And I just think it's bad business. It's bad business for you, but you don't have to destroy the whole structure of like soccer and everything just because you're not making money because your fans aren't there. You need to fix that yourself.
I'm not opposed to destroying the whole structure of soccer. That's not my beef with this. Because as we both know, FIFA is the most corrupt governing body in the world, which is why they're located in Switzerland. So they can't be extradited or tried anywhere else throughout the rest of the world. There's a reason their headquarters are there. So
that's the thing. That's the thing. Like people are saying like UEFA and FIFA have no right to even try to ban these teams from coming back because FIFA and UEFA is so corrupt. But at the same time, it's the lesser of 2 evils. Would I like to see a Super League? I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not going to watch it.
Wait a minute. Don't lie to the people, Terry.
Yeah.
Since fucking FIFA 12, you've been making the Super League on career mode.
Exactly.
Placing the teams in England with all the best teams.
Everybody does it
for a decade.
Everybody does it, but when it comes to real life, you see the team I got in my head. When it comes to real life and people are just like, oh, how could you do this to us? Like, you've done it. You've all done it. And this is up to y'all. You can decide not to watch it if you want to. But if they actually make this league, there is no going back. They're too rich.
No.
They can't go backwards.
This is what people have to decide, Terry. You
TV
got to pick what you want. You can't have it all right? You can't go into Baskin Robbins and ask for an ice cream cone with 35 scoops of ice cream on top of it.
Yeah.
You got to pick what you want. So, do we want the best teams in the world to play each other all the time in high-stakes games? Or do you want to see something like happened 5 years ago with Leicester, where a team that nobody fucking believed in beat all the Giants with no funding and like a Cinderella story? So, which one do you want? Do you want the once-a-generation – like, we'll remember that Leicester season forever. You know what I'm saying? With fucking Vardy's breakout party and Harry Maguire and N'Golo Kante and all them.
Yeah.
But if we do this Super League, there's going to be no more of that shit.
Nah, not at all. I mean, and also, whoever picks up this contract, these people that have the TV contracts, they are going to want to buy this shit. They don't give a damn what y'all are talking about, the fans. You're going to make so much money if you have this league subscribe to you. Like, it's a ridiculous amount of money. There's no turning back. That's why they're trying to stop it.
I'm all for it, too, because it's too much, all right? I got to have Fox Soccer Match Pass, ESPN Plus, BN Sports, what is the Serie A one?
ESPN.
It's 4 different services, and then
ESPN
and then Paramount Plus to watch the Champions League.
Yo. First of all, Paramount Plus
just to watch soccer, bro.
Paramount Plus is the fucking worst application to watch like soccer on. It's ridiculous.
Is that just because you have to listen to Micah Richards talk?
Nah, it's just like you go to the app and you have to go all the way to the bottom of the screen and just click on live stream of the game. Like, why isn't it just at the top? If the Champions League, if you promoting the Champions League,
it's right at the top. You must have a dumbass TV. It's the main page. You just
but should maybe go to the bottom.
No, you got a bootleg ass TV.
I got a regular TV.
It was like, oh, screen, bro. All you gotta do is press enter.
Every time is at the bottom, and then I gotta click on like episodes. You got episodes for each game and shit. Like that doesn't make any sense to me.
You got a whole different interface, bro. You got a whole different Paramount. Dude, I think you got Paramount minus.
Nah, like what the? Yo, here's my gripe. Why do I have to watch Champions League soccer on Paramount Plus? Like America is doing it wrong as far as like watching stuff. Yes. Paramount Plus, that's a fucking movie. That's a movie screen company. I have to watch Champions League game on that. Why can't they just be on CBS?
It's broken all the way from the floor to the top. And the only way to make this worse is if they inserted Steve Nash somehow. Man, all jokes aside, Steve Nash is a much better commentator than Micah Richards. Micah Richards was a supremely athletic defender that would have made it if he had just 1 ounce of soccer sense in his fucking brain. But he didn't understand how to play soccer. And so you took this dude who fucking failed at playing soccer when he had all the tools, and we're like, let's have him explain the sport to others. This would be like having Randy Foy, Gerald Green, and fucking Kwame Brown be the analyst for Inside the NBA.
Nah, man. I mean, he's definitely not a commentator. He's not like an on-air broadcaster for your game. I like he's funny in the booth, like to be an analyst as like a halftime and like post-game dude, but I don't want to hear him commentate on the game. You're right about that.
And
but with that being said,
start buying some suits that fit, bro. Not everything needs to be like sprayed on where you flex and I can see your whole suit jump.
Hey, he got muscles. Don't get mad at him because he got muscles, son.
No, I'm not mad at you because he got muscles. Fucking buy a suit that's not an Under Armour one. Show off the muscles like a grown man, sir.
Hey, look, him and Shannon Sharp, they wear the same suits.
Hey,
tight joints. You can't even lift your arms up. You can't even go like this.
Shannon's a little bit looser though, because they be sitting down in the front. Like Michael Richards joints are so tight that it'd be like you can hear the buttons and the
Hey, look,
chains and shit
that's-
crying for help. It's like
That's
Tom
that.
Cruise hanging off the edge of the cliff on one of the Mission Impossibles.
Mission Impossible. That's that English style, bro. You know they like it like that, man. But look, anyways, what do you think about UEFA and FIFA like banning them from being in the World Cup and shit? See, that's the only thing that would affect it for me. If you're not gonna allow like the top, because those 12 teams right now and the 15 that they want, those are like the top players in the world.
I'll tell you exactly what I think of it, Terry. You remember Black Bush from Chappelle's Show?
Nah, who's that? Oh, wait, yeah. I got you.
He said, I think the UN needs to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Oh, no. Or you can sanction me with your army. Oh, wait. You ain't got no army. That's how I feel about UEFA. Who gives a fuck about UEFA? UEFA is a man-made entity the same way that whatever the Super League is. It doesn't say the UEFA World Cup.
What about FIFA, though?
FIFA, like we already said before, the most corrupt governing branch in all.
Yeah, but I'm saying
this is my thing, Terry. I understand what you're saying. We don't want to go to a place where we're at like boxing, where it's like he's the WBBVA champion, he's the WGTD champion, he's the whatever. It's like Messi won the European Cup and they won the Champions League and Ronaldo won the Super. You know.
Yeah.
You don't want that type of thing, but at the same time, I don't understand what type of like holy right, like divine right that UEFA and FIFA think they have to tell people that you can't play in the World Cup or that you can't make the league or that you can't do all this.
But here's the thing, though. I'm only allowed to watch just the Super League, and that's it. I'm not cool with that. I want to watch those dudes win a World Cup. I want to watch them either try to win like a Champions League. I want to watch the dudes try to win a Euro. Like, I want to see them with the national team.
That shit is
No. Listen. We just watched America not qualify to go to the Olympics because we watched a bunch of dudes that we will never watch in any league play. That's exactly what's going to happen if you allow this league to happen and the top players aren't allowed to play for their national teams. It's going to be a bunch of dudes. But there's going to be a bunch of guys that are better than them, and you're like, why am I even watching this shit?
Terry, I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen, bro. If they make the league and FIFA says anyone who plays in this league can't play in the FIFA World Cup, then the Super League is going to be like, all right, well, you guys can play in the fucking FIFA World Cup that we made that's going to be played at the exact time as the FIFA World Cup. How about that? Except this one's going to have all the best players in the world. I wonder who's going to watch.
No, it's not enough players, bro. It's not enough players to do it.
It is enough players. 20 teams is 20 teams.
It's not enough.
Wait a minute. There aren't 20 national teams in the world that you get excited to watch play soccer. There aren't 20 national teams that have
164.
There aren't 20 teams that have a legitimate chance to win the World Cup.
You telling me you ain't watching Iran versus Iraq?
I mean, that's an explosive match, but I don't know about soccer.
I'm just saying.
That's what crazy rivalry game, bro.
Bro, come on, son. The World Cup is it's not even probable. That's the most exciting thing to watch is the World Cup. I'm not trying to hear any of this bullshit. I'm not here for that.
Happen, dude. There's no way that they're going to be like banned from playing the World Cup. And like I said, if they own it,
bro, they own those entities. That's it, bro. They lock that down. They're just saying,
bro. Listen, if all the best players in the world are like, all right, we're not playing in the World Cup, we're gonna play in a World Basin or whatever. If fucking all the best players in the league are playing in that competition, you think that everyone else is not gonna follow? Why would the only people who are going to stick around is Morocco and fucking play there? Yeah, we won the World Cup. We beat North Korea in the final.
Let's go. That's like when we went to World War II and like we came in third place or something like that. Hey, Kevin, America came in third place in the World Cup. Mexico has never done that.
Right? 1950, bitch.
Let's go. The infrastructure is strong over here, baby. We can go to war and still play dumbasses.
Now, I think you brought up a good point, bro, because you're like, this concern of them not coming to the World Cup, that's the biggest deterrent. That's like
for
the
me.
biggest ace in the hole that they have in their pocket.
Yeah.
Now, I think
I can't speak for all, but for me, definitely.
I think this is a messy bureaucrat situation where it's like he never really wanted to leave Barcelona. He never really was going to do it. But to get the president up out of here and the board and all this shit, sometimes you got to take drastic measures and you got to make threats. You know what I mean? And so I think that's where this is like this is ultimately a threat from all these big teams. I don't think they're actually going to drop out of the Champions League. I don't know if this is really feasible. I think it's like bargaining power at the table. So when they come to UEFA and they have these negotiations and stuff, they can have exactly what they want because they have all this in their back pocket to be like, you know what? We'll just go do the Super League.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, I just don't. Half of those teams, realistically, Madrid is complete garbage this year. Like, yeah, they're winning games, but the way they play is horrible. Liverpool sucked ass. Arsenal is horrible to watch. Who else is it? Tottenham? Like, they're not really that exciting.
Let's be honest. This is a down year for soccer.
Tottenham just fired the coach, and they're in the Super League?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Well, that's my biggest problem with this whole Super League, Terry. I don't have a problem with the idea of the Super League. I don't have a problem with telling UEFA and FIFA to go fuck themselves. What I do have a problem with is that you don't have to earn your spot year after year. That the founding teams are guaranteed to be in there in perpetuity forever with only the teams cycling in and out. That's the part that I don't like because it's like, well, I can just steal all this money. I can just be in this league and put an inferior product on the pitch without ever having to worry about making it better because we're not getting relegated. We're getting the same check for finishing last as they are for finishing first.
I don't know. I think it'll still work. I think it'll still be fun. As long as if you can pay these dudes twice as much as another team, I'm gonna just go to that team. You know?
What if we had the Super League, but it was like you put in maybe 5 permanent teams. And it was like the 5 teams that have won the most European Cups in history or whatever. And it's delineated just by that. So it's like Real, Barca, AC Milan, Manchester United, and whoever.
Like Liverpool.
Yeah, maybe Liverpool, right? And so those are the only 5 they get to stay. And the other 15 are like determined each year. I wouldn't mind that. But the inverse where it's like 15 teams don't have to worry about anything and 5 new bloods come in, that's too much. That's out of whack.
It's not going to work because if you're a team, even though you're drowning, even though you're not making a lot of money, you're not going to split away unless you know I'm guaranteed to stay in this product. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to go to a money-making machine, I got to be guaranteed to stay because I know in the thing that I'm using now under normal circumstances, we're making a lot of money in the Champions League, in the Premier League, you know, in our regular leagues. We're making a lot of money under normal circumstances. These are just weird years because we got no fans. You know what I'm saying? They had to do it that way to like try to form this Super League. I really don't think it's gonna work.
I understand what you're saying, bro. I still think ultimately like this is bargaining power. I don't know if you saw today, but the Champions League and UEFA, the whole reason this thing came about is they're trying to change the structure of the Champions League to include 36 teams instead of 32. Instead of having group play where everybody plays in their group games against the other 3 teams, each team would play 10 games in the group stage. And then basically there would be no groups. It would be all 36 teams go in together and they're seeded based on like how you do domestically. And then whoever the top, 16 team or 18 teams from points after those 10 games, those would be the one who go to the next round. So they were like really trying to reshuffle the Champions League.
They were trying to make it better.
Yeah.
I mean, look, at the end of the day,
But
when you put teams into groups and you get that group of death, like how is that fair for me if you got City and Real Madrid and Barcelona in one group? Like City, I'm a City fan. We got hosed in group stages like many times. But we barely made it out or we didn't make it. But I want to see it where like you got to make sure that all the teams make it through. So I see like I didn't have a problem with them changing up the structure. I really didn't have a problem.
This is the thing that they're saying, like the top clubs, is they're like, all right, so you're giving us 4 more games in the Champions League, right? That are guaranteed. That's 4 more. That's millions of dollars for 4 more Champions League games. But
Yeah, of course.
they're like, we wanted the extra games, but we don't want them against Zenit St. Petersburg, it's Sporting Lisbon, and Feyenoord. We want them against Tottenham and Inter Milan and PSG and the best teams in the world.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I get it, but like, damn, the greed is crazy. The greed is definitely crazy. I understand what you want and what you need. God, dude. To change up the whole structure of like everything is kind of crazy, man.
I don't mind it, bro. This is the Garrett plan. We'll make the Super League. We'll have the 5 permanent teams. You'll have the 15 teams they rotate in based on merit. And that way
your plan won't work because they're not going to leave if it's only 5 teams that are like guaranteed to stay. Arsenal, why would Arsenal leave? Arsenal's in like what, 8th place this year? Why the hell would Arsenal be like, yeah, let's go to the Super League? Oh, wait, no, only 5 clubs can be allowed to. Oh, nah, we're good.
Bro,
We'll just be mediocre.
you're just in there for the first year. If you fucking get relegated from the Super League, then you go back down to the Premier League.
Well, see, that's the thing about the Super League. Like, I feel like you can form it, have everybody stay, and then like the next year you can just like, you know what? I'm changing the rules. Because the president, what's the president's name?
What they gotta do? Just sue you? My office is in Switzerland. Good luck.
I don't know what they're gonna do, but look, I'm changing up. It's over. It's official.
Oh shit.
It's official, bro. I'm out. No more City.
He's a man of the people.
No more City, baby. Lazio, you have a new fan. I'm joining the fan club. I'm getting rid of all my City shit. If they form this league, I am out, son. Right here. Lazio's the team. Look at that. Let me zoom in on that bad boy right there. You see that? You see that? That's
Terry,
beautiful.
you know how much fucking effort it took for me to get you that goddamn hat? Do you know how hard it was to find a Lazio store in Rome? I was like, does everyone here love Roma and hate Lazio? What the fuck? I had to walk all over this goddamn godforsaken ancient old city.
Yeah, it sounds like they did. But here's the thing, bro. I'm not rocking with the Super League. I'm not with the Super League. I don't want to watch a shitty World Cup. I don't want to watch a shitty Champions League. I don't want to watch a shitty Euros. I'm not down with the Super League. I don't even like Tottenham. I don't like Tottenham. I don't like Arsenal. I don't like Atletico Madrid. I don't like watching Real Madrid. Bayern Munich and PSG aren't even in the Super League. They were the 2 teams in the Champions League final last year. Come on, bro. This isn't a Super League. It's just money.
The Super League's not happening without Bayern and PSG. Let's be clear.
Who's to know? They said they didn't want to go. The Bundesliga is not allowing that shit. The German teams
didn't want to go?
The German teams aren't going to go. Yeah.
Bro, I'm reading an article right now that says the other 3 teams are going to be added. This is on The Athletic. Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, and PSG.
Hey, we'll see. I mean, PSG, they might go. But the German leagues are trying to make it like really, really hard for them to go or like try to help out.
Well, there shouldn't be a second team from Germany. Borussia Dortmund should not be in there. If you guys want to really make it fucking fair, then you have one team from Germany, one team from France, and then one team from Netherlands or Portugal. I don't care which one you fucking.
No, we're not. Look.
Actually, you know what? I solved it. No Borussia Dortmund. We're putting in Ajax. That's who we're putting in. Ajax has been a fucking football powerhouse for 100 years. They have 10 times the history of Borussia Dortmund.
No,
there's no fucking way Dortmund should
be in the
Super League over Ajax.
We're not doing this history shit in the Super League, baby. We want top-tier teams with top-tier money. They don't care about Ajax.
Excuse me. Ajax was in the semifinals of the Champions League 2 years ago.
Who cares? They ain't got no money. We don't want them.
They don't got no money.
They would rather have
money. Barcelona is $700 million in debt. No,
yeah, but they're one of the top teams
for making the league.
They're one of the top teams ever. Like they have more money than all these other teams.
No, they don't. We had it before we spent it on those fucking French fucks.
Dude, they got it, bro. They got the money. You know who they want to add. They want PSG, they want Bayern Munich, and they just want somebody who's got money. Dortmund ain't really got no money like that. If it was up to them, they would take Red Bull.
Oh, the Austrian team?
No, not them.
Oh,
the ones
Leipzig or Red Bull Salzburg?
They take Leipzig. They would take Leipzig.
Leipzig.
They got the money.
No. You may not know about this. Leipzig is about to go the Werder Bremen route and become like a nothingness, horrible team that you'll never hear of again.
Wow, what happened?
They fucking the manager of Bayern Munich just stepped down to coach Germany. So Bayern Munich is hiring Leipzig's coach Julian Nagelsmann to coach Bayern Munich, and he's bringing all the fucking players with him to Bayern Munich. Upamecano is already going there. Konate is already going there. They sold fucking Timo Werner last summer. It won't be long before Tyler Adams is out of there. I'm telling you, once Nagelsmann goes, it's over.
Damn. Well, who else has the most money? We'll take West Ham. They got a lot of money, I heard.
You know what? If we're just gonna do it money, well, let's put in fucking Zenit St. Petersburg. Let's put in fucking
Russians.
what are these? Where does Xavi coach? El Saad in fucking Saudi Arabia or whatever?
Yeah, where them Chinese teams at?
In
the real money. Yeah. Give me the real money. Right? You want to make a super team, let me get the money.
We're gonna have a money grab. I mean, there's always got to be a bottom three anyway.
No, it's going to be Arsenal, Tottenham, and and Chelsea probably too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, straight up. I mean, I don't know.
That's my biggest upset with this thing is that it doesn't rotate. They just 15 people with guaranteed spots. Why are we giving a guaranteed spot to these teams that didn't earn it?
Man, it's just
Atletico Madrid have a guaranteed spot. Why would Tottenham have a guarantee? What has Tottenham ever won?
Money, bro. The Premier League make money because of America. Because they speak English and their games are in America.
Fuck Tottenham.
NBC gave Premier League.
Let's put Leicester in. Tell Tottenham to go fuck themselves.
They ain't got enough money, bro. They don't have enough money. Leicester came from the bottom. And I like the way they play and everything, but they don't have enough money. Their structure is not strong enough to stay in the Super League.
So that basically my thing is just I think this is all a lot of posturing. I think this is all a lot of like positioning so you have the upper hand negotiations and shit. Ultimately, if there is a Super League, I imagine it will be done in accordance with FIFA instead of like against them. And I imagine all of these motherfuckers will get their beaks wet from the billions and billions of dollars that are being passed around on this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fans, don't get it twisted. If UEFA and FIFA could make money from this, they would totally be down with it. And we would definitely just have a Super League. Like, that's fine. Plus, I'm not even trying to call it a Super League. You can just call it something else. You can call it a European whatever league. It's not a Super League. You can call it a Moneyball, whatever you want to call it. It's definitely not a Super League. It's not a Super League. If I ever have to watch, I don't even know 8 players on Arsenal right now. I swear to God. And I know a lot of soccer.
Your lips move, please.
Is the Zoom got me frozen real quick?
You're back now.
All right. No, I was about to say, I'm just saying, like, come on, bro. Arsenal, that shit's pissing me off. Arsenal's pissing me off, bro. So honestly, and if you want to be honest, AC Milan and Inter Milan they play in the same damn stadium. Like, y'all got money? Switch up your stadiums if you got some actual money. The fuck? Stop it.
You don't want no more Lakers Clipper shit going down in Italy.
Hell nah, bro. We make billions of dollars. We share the same stadium. That's how we save money. Shut up.
Hey, man.
Get your own stadium. Come on. The same stadium?
That shit is smart as fuck.
Yo, hell no. Bro, I'm telling you, if somebody split off, who do you think would split off first? I think AC Milan. I think AC Milan has more money than Inter, low key.
Yeah, absolutely. They'd split off before Inter Milan.
Yeah. AC Milan's got more history.
Oh, yeah. How many European Cups has Inter Milan ever won? One?
They probably got like 1 or 2, maybe 3. They won 1, 2.
I remember they won the one with Diego Milito and Samuel Eto'o and Mourinho. I don't
That was
remember
a
any
good
others
team.
before that.
And Balotelli, don't forget Balotelli. Young Bello.
Oh, good boy. The God PK taker himself.
Balotelli, hell yeah. I don't know, man. What? I don't know. Super League just ain't my thing, bro.
Hey, I'm ultimately like, I don't want to see this destroy the lower leagues, but I think there's a way to figure this out. Like,
I think I so too.
UEFA right now, like in the Super League, the big teams pledge that they donate something like $2.5 billion to the other leagues or whatever to as part of their profits to keep the revenue stream going so they can continue developing talent and all that other stuff. They claim that that's a much bigger payout than UEFA is actually giving them right now.
I mean, who's to say, man?
Totally believable, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, all I know is like England has like their thing is called like grassroots or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's basically like the top teams have to give like a certain percentage of their money to like the very, very, very bottom like leagues in England. So it works for them.
Yeah. I think there needs to be something like that principle, but expounded upon. Because if you come up in here and you think that like we're just gonna Reaganomics out the Super League and it's all gonna trickle down to the lesser leagues in Europe, it's not gonna work like that. They're gonna be obsolete. But if there's a plan of where like there's allocation of money and resources that are being reinvested into these other leagues, where you just don't want to see every team that's not in the Super League turn into a farm team.
Yeah.
You know,
that's why they don't want to do it, because it's just going to destroy everyone else. Like it'll be useless. It's honestly going to be like the MLS. Like every other league is going to be the MLS. They're just like, all right, well, we ain't making that much money. Let's just expand and have 40 teams in a league and try to make as much money as possible. You know what I'm saying?
They do a salary cap if they do a Super League.
Hey, they gonna have to do a lot to try to make money.
They might have to do something to have to keep the parity or whatever. Because what happens if you join a Super League that's not apart from FIFA, or that's not a part of FIFA, that's not subject to their financial fair play restrictions, and now Manchester City can go out and spend $1 billion in one summer, and Arsenal is taking 8 players on loan from the Greek league.
See, that's the thing I'm saying. Like, I really don't think that they thought it all the way through. I don't think it's gonna work just because it's just so many ramifications if you start the shit. You really just gonna destroy all of soccer just to start one league? One league, bro?
There's got to be a middle ground, which is what I'm saying. And it may be, let's say it's a rebranding of the Champions League, right?
That's the thing.
The Champions Super League. And instead of the structure in which they're proposing where you play 10 games against a bunch of scrubs before you go to the knockout round.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I thought they already created the Champions League. And what year was it? Like 1960 or 1970 or something like that?
It was the 90s, bro.
I thought it was pretty late, but like they made it where the top teams in all of the European leagues go and play inches of all the best teams in Europe. What is the point of the Super League? The Champions League is already the Champions League. It's the top teams.
I think the point is that
what the hell?
Teams are not playing each other enough in the Champions League. There's too many of the games from fucking Hamburg against Porto and shit like that.
Hey, man, there's bad teams. Okay. Like, you can't always play a great team. And these teams, this is what I'm saying, the teams that are in there aren't even great like that. Manchester United hasn't been great. Yeah, they're pretty good this year, but they're not great.
Listen, man, no one in the world is great right now. There are no great teams.
City.
Nah. What?
City is great.
Who plays striker for you guys? Who's going to score the goals?
Everyone.
Yeah. Okay.
One man, one ball.
Good luck. Shout out to another meaningless season for Manchester City.
Hey, look, man.
Hey, you remember when Gabriel Jesus had 94 potential?
No, it don't matter, bro. If these teams are going to complain about playing bad teams, it's like, bro, there's going to be bad teams. Every time you make a league, there's going to be a team that doesn't win as many games as a team that's in first. Like, what are we doing here?
Wait a minute. I got
idiotic.
I got a solution. We're going the wrong way with the Champions League. with 36 teams,
Yeah.
18 teams. Let's cut it out right out the fucking gate.
One and done?
Or 20 teams.
One and done?
None of these scrub ass. Let y'all do the UEFA Cup, the Europa Cup, or whatever, and then whatever the top 2 teams from the Europa Cup, whoever's in the final, y'all can go to the Champions League next year. But smaller, a longer group stage is like more, or you can do with let's say the 20 teams that are in there. You can do it where they all play each other once.
I mean, you know what I'm out on? You know what I'm out on?
Wait a minute, here you go. I just figured it out. 20 teams, 2 conferences or 2 divisions, just like American sports. You play everyone in your conference one time, which is 9 games as a group stage, right?
Yeah.
Then you have the split up bracket and you go to the knockout. So that way the 9 games that you're playing in the group stage are against 9 of the other best teams in the world and not fucking, all the Cheska Moscow.
How about you just win? Like, just win the games that you're supposed to win.
No. You're talking about a different thing. I'm talking about like as the fan, as the viewer. Like,
no, I got you. And as a fan, I'm just saying, if you get put in a group that's hard, you say you got the better team, win the game, beat the team. I'm sick of this first leg, second leg shit too.
I'm not saying as a fan of Barcelona. I'm saying as a fan of soccer. I will watch more soccer games between Liverpool, Chelsea, or Juve and PSG than I'm going to watch between Monaco and fucking Fenerbahce or whoever.
I got you. I mean, that's you. I don't think that's everybody though. Everybody's not
everybody, and that's.
I think you're in the minority.
I think you're in the minority. I'm not. That's I was reading this article on The Athletic about it, and they said that.
Got TV ratings on this?
Huh?
They got TV ratings on this to back up the.
No, they got polls that are stratified by age groups, and they said that the 30 and under demographic, that's the biggest complaint is that there's not enough matches between the top teams. People who are younger than 30 and shit, they don't know anybody who's not on a top 10 team.
So we're saying people 30 and under have started the Super League, huh?
Yeah. With their fucking lack of attention to detail, everything has to be instant gratification. We can't build up to the final. We need to have a final every weekend.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. See what y'all did? Y'all did this.
Terry, let me remind you, you're 3 months younger than me.
Yeah, but I'm cut from a different cloth, baby. I'm cut from a different cloth. I like watching soccer games, bro. The World Cup isn't it's not the best soccer. You know what I'm saying? Some countries are absolutely horrible.
Better soccer than the World Cup.
Yeah, like the Champions League is harder to win than the World Cup, I think, to me. Just because Messi hasn't won a World Cup, that's not on him.
Yeah.
It's just you're allowed to buy players on your other teams.
Yeah, name Messi's best coach for Argentina, quick.
Diego Maradona.
Right. Exactly.
But yeah, man, hey, look. It is what it is. You got your FIFA Messi jersey on right now. I got my Lazio hat on.
Yeah, I mean, both of us love the game, and we just want to see the game to continue and grow. And I'd be happy to see tweaks. I'd be happy to see changes.
Yeah. Oh.
I want to see collaboration.
Yeah.
Because I mentioned at the beginning, the last thing that we want to see is some boxing type of shit where nothing is unified and there are all these different independent competitions that nobody can tell who's really the best.
Yeah.
That would really be the downfall of soccer.
Yeah. You'd hate to see it. I mean, people would say they would watch, but it'd be tough to watch that shit every week. Just a bunch of no names. You could tell by the quality. If the quality's not good, people aren't going to watch.
Yep.
That's literally, if you just want to simplify it like that, that's how it is. That's literally how it is.
But hey, one thing we know for sure is it's all governed by that almighty dollar, bro. And as far as a power grab goes, this is a big one, a big money grab. And if it goes down the way that it's being proposed, there are gonna be a lot of people left out in the cold. Do you know who already agreed to finance them?
Who?
JP Morgan.
Oh yeah, that's
They
right.
already announced that they'd be giving them a $6.5 billion loan.
Damn, what they doing?
Bro.
What the hell are they doing during COVID to get that much money?
JP Morgan, are you kidding me? All the people
No, I'm just
defaulting
messing
on their
with you.
fucking shit.
Yeah, they are thriving. There's a lot of retail businesses and shit. They are like thriving through this shit. The poor is getting poorer, and it's crazy.
Bro,
It's
this
fucking crazy.
shit, I'm telling you exactly. If this all goes down, if they can't get their shit together and minds can't meet, and next winter, we're gonna be watching the JPM World Cup, not the FIFA World Cup.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. If the Super League actually forms, I'm buying stock in JP Morgan. Like,
Fuck yeah,
come on.
like dead ass.
Like, oh my god. Put all my shares into fucking JP Morgan right now, and I'm just watch that shit rise, son. Bitcoin. You want me to talk about Bitcoin? JP Morgan? We're about to be trillionaires, son. I'll put my savings in it. I wouldn't even tell my wife. I'd be like, hey, look, we rich. What's the problem?
Hey, so you know how we don't have health insurance anymore, or life insurance.
We don't need it.
Right? We don't need it. I tell you,
All right, man. Well,
hold up, bro. Before we dip out, I want to talk about another man that was not needed by the less reputable team or the least reputable team in the whole Super League, Tottenham. They told Jose Mourinho, "You're not needed, homie. Get your ass the fuck out of here." You translator.
Hey, look. I'm cool with Jose, but you don't want to talk about the last Champions League ever? This might be the last Champions League like real final ever. You don't want to watch? You don't want to talk about the matchups real quick? You want to talk about Jose Mourinho?
Hey, I'll just say this about Jose. I think this is the last big club stop, and it's time to manage a national team.
He should, yeah. He should.
It's national team time for Jose Mourinho.
Yeah.
And I think Portugal has an opening.
That could be cool. I don't know. I mean, he's got a problem with like managing egos now. He really has a problem managing egos.
He does not have that joint, man. He always had the biggest ego in the room.
He definitely did. But like it seems way worse now. Like Ndombele, bro, he didn't even care that much, and all of a sudden, Jose's just like, yeah, this guy, you're not gonna play anymore. You're just done. I'm done playing you. Like for no fucking no reason at all. Like honestly, no reason. He just does. It makes no sense. And the way that he manages teams, the way that they play, I don't like it. Tottenham might have been the most exciting team he's ever like had on the field. They played way different than his other teams.
They went from being in the Champions League final and playing like attacking electric soccer to being like 7th in England or whatever and being the most boring team in the Premier League.
Bro, it's so wild. Like, he just destroys teams. He used to like destroy a team, and then the second season they were coming like third or second. Now it's just like
first season, win a treble or win a Champions League, and then 2 years later, like leave a trail of bodies behind in the locker room.
Yeah, man, I don't get it. Well, I mean, what place is Tottenham in? 6th this year?
Dude, I don't even know, bro. I think Wolves are above them.
Because it's City, Man U, Leicester, and West Ham, I believe, in the top 4 this year.
Yeah,
which is kind of wild. I watched West Ham play. I watched Newcastle beat West Ham yesterday.
Jeez.
I'm just like,
tough spot, bro.
Yo, the Premier League.
That's one thing I'll say about England right now is they got a lot of good coaches, bro.
No, they do.
Premier League has a lot of good coaches.
Yeah, they do.
In a way that I'd like name brand recognizable people too. You know?
Yeah. They got the money. The TV contract that they have with NBC is making them so much money.
Yeah.
And BBC Sports and all that.
You know it is when Leeds can go get Marcelo Bielsa.
Yeah.
I mean, Leeds United gets a legendary manager.
I mean, Fulham, they got the goalkeeper from PSG like a couple of years ago. That's Fulham.
Yeah.
They got Areola. Yeah. And I don't mean Pity.
Yeah, no, you mean Alfonso.
Yeah, they picked up men like they signed. Fulham is absolutely horrible. I don't even think that.
I'm about to just start calling areolas Alfonsos now. Hey, girl, come on. Let me see a little Alfonso real quick. Hey, pull it up. Just let me see that little Fonz real quick. Look at little Fonzo. Let me see a little Fonzo, girl.
The Fonz. That's a whole new Hey, that's a different type of Fonz right there.
Yeah, there.
But yeah, man, Jose's gone. Not a big surprise. Tottenham sucks, but somehow they're in the Super League. So hey,
I tell you what was this big surprise for me, Terry, was Man City advancing past Dortmund to the final four now.
Yeah, semis, baby. How was that surprise?
1-0, bro. I was like, oh, butts are getting tight. Butts are getting tight in the Jazo house.
Nah. I mean, I didn't get home until probably like the 60th minute. So my butt wasn't too tight. What you say?
You guys are already tied it up.
Yeah, at that point, it was already 1-1. And then my boy Foden finally finished him off in the 90th. It was like the 91st, 92nd minute.
Sick one. He's so fun.
Yeah,
so now we're down to the last four. We got Chelsea, PSG, Man City, and Bayern. No, who's the last one? Chelsea,
Real Madrid,
Man City,
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid. God, how did I forget Real Madrid?
You hate them so much. You're just like, I can't fathom that they're in.
They play like shit all year, and they're gonna win the Champions League. I fucking hate it.
Is Zidane still the coach? Like Zidane's like, yeah, we'll come in third place in the league, but we'll win the Champions League though.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
It's like they only care about that.
It's the same motherfuckers too.
Yeah.
It's Modric,
it's crazy.
And Sergio Ramos, and Benzema.
Yep. Shit, they might as well sign Casillas back. I mean, damn, bring the boys back.
Might as well.
Nah, Courtois is good though.
Hey, bring back Guti.
Guti. Hold on, let me look at these boys real quick. Where's Madrid at in the standings in La Liga?
Are they third? Right above us, I believe.
Oh, they're second. Yeah. Yo, Atletico's first?
Yeah, they've been first the whole year.
What the hell's going on?
Barcelona still control their own destiny, though. We win out the rest of this year. We win La Liga.
You're not going to win out anything. You're not going to win.
If you saw the Clasico, then you know.
When was they had a most recent one? Or you talking about the?
No, I'm talking about the one last weekend.
Oh yeah, nah, I missed it. What was the score? Madrid won.
3-1.
3-1. Jesus Christ! How did they even win? Like, how did they score 3 goals?
Fucking shambolic defending and counterattacks as usual. What do you mean? You think Real Madrid put 60 passes together and then tapped it into the goal? You think that's what happened, Terry?
Nah, not at all. Not at all, dude. All right, so anyways, so your matchups are Madrid, Chelsea, and these are 2-leg ties still. Again, I still would like, if you're going to call it the knockout stages, play one game, but no big deal. No big deal. So you got Madrid, Chelsea, and then you got City versus PSG. Which one are you more interested in watching?
Interested in watching? Definitely City PSG.
City PSG. Clash of the Titans.
Real Madrid is going to be one big counterattack defensive fest.
Yeah. Yo, that game. Yo, shout out to Frank Lampard because you're probably one of the worst coaches of a team in any sport. Because as soon as you fired him, Chelsea looks 20 times better. Like 20 times better.
Bro, there are a lot of people in like the Queen City, whatever, the new MLS team that's coming on our Facebook page. A lot of people are getting a lot of support to try to get Frank Lampard to come coach the team here in Charlotte.
What was it, like Charlotte FC or something like that?
Are you back now?
Yeah.
All right.
What do you say? You would say like Charlotte FC or something like that? Or it's not Charlotte.
Yeah. I think it's Charlotte FC.
Charlotte FC.
Yeah, and so they're talking. There's this big groundswell of support for Frank Lampard to come coach Charlotte FC. I was like, hey, did you guys see what he did with Chelsea?
No. Please don't do
this. Our first season in the league.
Do not. Whatever you do, Charlotte, don't do it. Do not do it. Don't let. No. You already had the Hornets for damn near 20 years being bad. I mean, damn. Do y'all want success? They changed that to the Bobcats.
Allergic to it. That's why we want Frank Lampard. Come in here and play a formation that doesn't fit any of the players on your team.
It makes no sense why anyone would ever want them on their team at all. Like that's no. First of all, I mean Chelsea, they're in the FA Cup final. They beat City like a couple days ago.
I watched it. I watched the game.
Like the team is way better. If you can't see that,
this is what we said on the pod last week. But before the tie, we said we took 5 minutes out to say, hey, watch out for Chelsea because they're a different team under Tuchel and they're looking fucking dangerous. And what they do.
Tuchel's a good coach. He took PSG to the final.
He doesn't need pigment.
No. Thomas Tuchel. So anyways, who you got in these games, though? Who you got in these games?
So it's City, City, PSG, and then Chelsea, Real Madrid. These are two perfect matchups, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Offense.
Absolutely perfect matchups. Because
it's offense versus defense, pretty much.
What you don't want to see is Chelsea versus Real Madrid in the final.
No.
Get that out of the way in the semis.
You don't want to see it.
So I have Real Madrid beating Chelsea.
Over the 2 legs?
Over the 2 legs.
I don't know.
I got PSG beating Man City.
Oh.
Over the 2 legs.
If PSG beats City.
Y'all can't focus. Like, there's something wrong with your center backs where for 17 minutes, every Champions League knockout round, they hibernate. And I don't know if they didn't think they were needed or if they just thought that, like, that's something that everybody does after the first 11 minutes of the knockout game. But they take some PTO and they take a little sabbatical back there and take some time off. And if you do that shit against Mbappe and Neymar, it's not going to be fucking 1 or 2 missed chances.
It's Mbappe, Neymar,
Icardi.
Di Maria. Yeah, Icardi, Di Maria. They're all playing.
Di Maria is good at soccer. I still don't get it, but whatever.
Di Maria's good, man. He just has ups and downs.
He just can't do anything with his right foot but walk, and still somehow everyone lets him play every ball with his fucking left foot.
No, that's true. That's true. But here's the thing about Di Maria. Di Maria, it just has the curse of like playing with teammates that are like all probably considered like all-time greats. You know what I'm saying? So like when you watch him playing with his teammates, you're just like, yo, this dude kind of sucks.
You're right.
Like, what's wrong with this guy?
You're right.
You know, like
I thought the exact same thing about Alexis Sanchez.
Yeah, like he's a normal, pretty good player, but like you watch him in his teammates, you're like, yo, Di Maria, he's kind of trash. Like, what's wrong with this dude? You saw it when he went to Man U. He was probably first or second player on the team. He's probably one of the first or second best players on the team, and he was absolute trash. Yeah, he was a dumpster fire. Just straight dumpster fire, bro. Well, with that being said, though,
I think the Premier League figured out that left-footed shit. They're like, no, just stay wide and cross it with your right foot, and we'll just head it out of the box.
Yeah, no, they weren't doing that.
Stand on your left foot the whole time, dummy.
Yeah, all that cutback shit.
Yeah.
Yo.
No, go all the way. Go. Keep going. Hey, Anosh, or fuck, what was his name? What was the Indian dude who always ran to the corner? Akash.
Akash.
Akash. Go to the corner.
But yeah, hey, look, the City PSG game is interesting. I will say this about Madrid Chelsea though first. Chelsea's got a lot of firepower. We like to say this every time when we're watching them, but it seems like all of the guys are clicking though.
No,
it's not just a bunch of names.
It doesn't look like that to me, bro.
I don't know. They seem to be playing
in the final third, bro. They're not creating good chances.
You don't think so?
No, a Werner is like.
Oh, he can't finish,
bro. Like,
yeah, he can't finish.
The only thing that he's doing are like making the runs to free up other people, and other than that, he's a complete waste of space.
Yeah, he can't score.
as far as the wingers go, Pulisic should be starting every game because he's
they don't
only
play him
credible
enough.
threat at taking people on one-on-one and breaking the lines, but he never plays.
They don't play him
all
enough.
their width from their two outside backs from Reece James and from Chilwell. And neither one of them are finishers. They're suppliers. So ultimately, if you guys are going to score some goals, you better put fucking Giroud back in the game.
I don't even think, does he still play for them?
Yeah.
Golly. So they got him and
Abraham hasn't played in 2021.
Yeah.
He hasn't played in 20. He led the whole Premier League in scoring last year. He hasn't played this year.
There's no way he led the Premier League in scoring.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Farmers.
Dude, what happened to
Farmers League?
Yo, I'm telling you right now, what happened to the Premier League, son? I don't want to go on a big thing, but yeah.
You remember when those motherfuckers were like, but in a wet night in Stoke, could Messi still be Messi?
And a wet night in Stoke, he'd make those guys look even worse.
But Tammy Abraham could come in and fucking lead the league in goal. But Messi, he has struggled.
It's a different league, man. It's just a different league. They just play differently. He just scores off of shit that's easy in the box, headers and stuff like that. But I will say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I will say this. If the really technical players that are really good, they dominate. They straight up dominate. They might not score all the goals, but they definitely create so many chances that it's kind of ridiculous. The Premier League, it's hard to score in the Premier League. You're not going to find someone score 35 goals.
Look at David Silva.
Yep, he was an absolute beast.
Right? He was fucking short, slow, weak as shit. Couldn't jump. Couldn't shoot, really, either.
Yeah.
All he did was soccer is soccer, bro, no matter where you play it. You just got to have teammates that are on the same wavelength as you. If David Silva was trying to do his David Silva shit at the old version of Man City, you know what I'm saying, with Craig Bellamy and Jolion Lescott and Gareth Barry playing defensive mid, that shit wouldn't have flown.
Yeah, no, that's true. When he first got there, it was definitely an adjustment because they didn't have all of the players yet. They didn't have everybody yet, but they're still pretty good. Hold up, son.
The thing about Chelsea, though, before we move on real quick, when I look against their tie against Real Madrid, they're super solid defensively, but I think against Madrid, look at the average age of the teams that are going to be playing. It's like Chelsea are very green, and Madrid are filled with World Cup winners, Champions League winners, people who have done it at the highest of levels. And they got people like Marcelo coming off their bench. You know
true.
I mean?
Yeah. Now they're deep.
Marcelo is 10 times better than Ben Chilwell, and I'm sorry, Ben, but he still is way better at soccer than you.
Yeah, he is. Chilwell is nothing to me. But Ferling Mendy is good, though.
Oh, he is. He's definitely good. He concerns me with his feet, though. He can't play soccer.
Hey, just like his brother.
Yeah. If he could stay
or his non-brother.
Oh, hold on, wait a minute. You're talking about Mendy, the left back from Real, not Mendy, the goalie from Chelsea.
No. I'm talking about the goalie for City. I mean the left back for City. Right. Somehow, are they brothers or are they not brothers? What's going on here?
They're not brothers, I don't think.
So they're just two left-footed left back soccer players that have the same exact last name
and played for the same team in France. And the goalie for Chelsea's name is Mendy too, and he also played for the same team as them.
I guess Mendy in France and Africa is just Smith.
That shit is like Matthews or something. Yeah.
What the hell? But look, we all know what we want to see. PSG City, bro. This is exciting. Just listen to the names. Mbappe, Neymar, Kevin De Bruyne, Sergio Aguero when he comes back. Phil Foden, Mahrez. I'm ready, bro. As a former fan of City just 50 minutes ago, I'm still pretty excited to watch the game.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, do you know that your midfield can't score all your goals? Do you know that?
No.
That you guys
working out.
You guys
are working out perfect.
Rely on more than De Bruyne and Rodri and Gundogan and fucking Mahrez.
We're good, son.
Raheem Sterling is gonna have to wake up
Yeah.
Gabriel Jesus is going to have to put on a right foot and a left foot today. Like,
yeah.
really,
These
like
guys,
when it looks at scores, like you got to wonder if they start throwing Aguero back out there, bro. Or play Foden at the false 9 or De Bruyne at the false 9.
they've tried everything. They're just playing a little differently. I think it's honestly going to work for them, but because it's going to force Pep to not think so much. If you don't have a striker, you're just like, look, man, we can't play like how I want us to play.
That's what I'm afraid of, bro. Is that now Pep is like doing his Pep tinkering shit, where the next.
Oh, hey, look.
We're gonna see the starting 11 for the Man City game, and it's gonna be like Zinchenko is playing striker.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be something stupid. I'm telling you, if he does some dumb player tinkering, player changing shit one more time,
they're gonna
fire him. Stop extending his contract. Stop it. Do not extend his contract.
Send him back to Barcelona. We'll take him.
All right.
Bro, they're about to come out in the pregame graphic with the starting 11. That'll be Pep Guardiola for City is going with a 1-2-1-2-1-1-1-1-2-1-1 today.
He's gonna play with a sweeper.
His formation is gonna look like those joints that they leave on a table of Cracker Barrel, and you gotta like leave it with no pins left to prove that you're smart.
Yeah. What is that game called? Peg Triangle or something like that? I don't even
know. Oh man, Peg Triangle. That sounds like my Pornhub search history.
Yeah, Peg Triangle sounded a little crazy when it came out of my mouth. It's pretty wild.
Oh man, that's worse than the human centipede.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty bad. Hey, look, I'm going to have to call you out, son. Jamie Vardy was the lead scorer last year. 23 goals.
We're not reading. Was he second then? I know.
He was 8th. He had 15 goals. He was first for a while, though.
Was
in
he
the beginning of the
first
season.
for Chelsea then?
Huh?
Was he just first for Chelsea then?
I think so.
He was just first for them? All right, that makes a lot more sense. Because
he
was like their top goal scorer. I thought I said the top goal scorer.
Nah, he was the top goal scorer in the beginning of the year. He played a lot of games because I think Giroud was hurt or they were deciding who they wanted to play. But then all of a sudden he just became trash again.
Ultimately, if I had to pick a final, like this is what I'm going to be rooting for.
Oh, City PSG is my ideal final. But
they're on the same side, so they can't.
Yeah.
City Real.
City Real.
Man City in the Barcelona way in England. Pep Guardiola against Zidane again.
That's
the possession.
That's a tough one.
The right way to play soccer against, you know what I'm saying? The sitting back, counterattack, and be a
ugly way. Yeah.
The class of philosophies, the class of the two coaches who don't like each other.
Yeah. That'd be exciting.
That's what I want to see in the final. The only thing is there's a chance that Real Madrid wins the motherfucking Champions League if that happens. So it's like, I don't know if I want to cheer for a good final or if I just want Real Madrid to get knocked out regardless. And I'll worry about whoever else is in the final.
I hear you. You know what, though? Like, as much as I want City to win, I just know Pep and who he is. I think PSG is going to win it. Like, I'm still going to root for City. It's just embedded in my blood. But I think PSG is going to win this joint. I think they're going to sneak it again. Kind of how they got away with it with Bayern Munich. They're just going to get some goals, sneak it off.
Do you know what Pep's record against Pochettino is?
No. Did you read something on it? What is it?
No, I remember reading it before, but it was really good because he used to whip his fucking ass when he was at Athletic Bilbao. And then when he first came to Tottenham, I'm pretty sure he was whipping his ass too. So if I remember correct, Pep has outfoxed him the majority of the time.
Okay. Hey, we'll see.
Hey, where's Cancelo going to play? Is he going to play right back or is he going to play midfield?
No, he's playing right back. He played right back in the FA Cup final, and he played right back versus Dortmund.
And look what the fuck happened.
He played right back in the Champions League game too versus Dortmund.
I know. I like him tucking into that Tyler Adams role, playing.
I do too.
And we could put Walker out on the right.
Yeah, because defensively, Zhao is not that good at defense.
No, you want him playing those balls in, like the lofted balls, the switch fields, like all the free kicks, all the curl crosses. You want him doing that. You don't want him defending Mbappe in space.
Nah, he's one of those new age wingback guys where like he likes to get up and go forward, but defensively, he's like, I'm good on that defense stuff. You got this, guys.
What is Mendy's fitness for this game?
He's good. As far as we know, he's good to play
good to go?
next week. Yeah. As far as right now, I mean, we'll see. He is a very finicky person.
How do you feel about playing him on the right?
Nah, it's not furling Mendy.
No.
I'm not playing Benjamin. I'm not playing Benjamin Mendy on the right.
Because you know Mbappe is going to be on the left, right? This is my thinking. He can stay with Mbappe somewhat on pace, but he's a lot more physical and strong than Mbappe is, certainly more than Walker or your other Zinchenko, your outside backs. And his dominant foot that he tackles with is his left foot, which Mbappe is going to be cutting onto, going from left to right to the center of the pitch. So I was just thinking, like, as far as just defending Mbappe, what you want to do is keep him outside and turn him into a crosser, right? So doesn't it make sense in theory to put a left-footed left back or center back on the right side to push him wide the entire time? And don't even worry about your attacking contribution. You know what I mean?
Nah, you're thinking like Pep. Don't overthink it.
This got them sent home to last 5 years.
Do not overthink it. Just you've been winning games, all right? Just play your game. Play the guys that are playing well, play the game and try to win. If you lose that way, don't fire Pep. If you throw out dudes that haven't been playing, Kyle Walker, you start Fernandinho at center back for no fucking reason. You start doing stupid shit, you're gone. You're getting fired.
I didn't realize you were such a big Bucks fan. I didn't know you liked Mike Budenholzer so much. No adjustments. Let them build the wall. I like it.
Let's go. Let's go. It's different.
Let Giannis start Euro stepping at mid-court. Fuck it.
Nah, but here's the only. You have two legs. You do have two legs. So if you want to start Jowett right back in the first leg,
mine look like tree trunks. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying if you want to start Zhao in the first leg, see how it goes, do it. If he struggles, switch it up, put Kyle Walker out there. I'm not going to change how we've been playing. We've been playing well. We got 67 goals. We're leading the Premier League in goals. We're totally fine. We're up by 8 points. 67 goals in 32 games.
Y'all suck. Yeah. Y'all
32 games, 67 goals. Oh, that's 2 goals a game. Easy.
How far the greats have fallen. It's the same thing at Barcelona. It's the same thing at Barcelona, bro. Right. They scored, I think it was before the Copa del Rey game. It was like 68 goals in La Liga. You know, like with Eto'o, Henry, and the David Villa years, the 3 different iterations. With Eto'o, Henry, and Messi, we scored over 100 goals a season. With David Villa and fucking Messi and Pedro, we scored over 100 goals a season. With Neymar and Suarez and Messi, scored 100 goals a season.
Yeah.
It's a big dropout, 30 fucking goals. You know what I mean?
I mean, I got you. Look, man, the Premier League is different. And come on, we haven't played with a
striker. 100 goals in the Premier League a couple of years ago, though.
We haven't played with a real striker all season. You got to give us credit.
I know.
For having the most goals in the league with no striker.
I know. But that's why ultimately I don't think you guys are going to advance. It's because
we got this.
We got this. Your squad is so unbalanced.
It's a weird team. But here's the thing.
This is Pep's fault. This is Pep's fault. If you want to buy the groceries for your own meal, then you can't complain when you don't have the requisite ingredients. When each year you tell your sporting director to go out and spend $100 million on wingers and outside backs and nobody else. You've done this every year for 5 years. The last striker you bought was Gabriel Jesus.
Hey.
Do you see what Iheanacho is doing right now at Leicester? You guys don't think you could have used him at City?
No, I don't want any Acho on my team. I've seen enough of him skying shots in the box where I'm good. I am fine with him.
But it's okay for Raheem Sterling to do it, but not Acho. Raheem Sterling
is a really good bro. I know he missed the one last year, and I'm still on his ass. But he's a really good player. I'm not gonna compare any Acho and Sterling. Nah, I didn't watch the FA Cup. I missed it. Did he sky another one? Did he piss me off again?
Fucking 2 in a row in a 3-minute span. Tap-ins, 6-yard box. How do you go over the goal on a tap-in, bro?
Yeah, I've only done that once.
It's bad when the commentator or whatever, he just waits for Sterling to kick the ball into the stands, and he just waits, and then he was just like, looks like Pep's got a Sterling problem.
Mark the time. You froze for like 48 seconds.
I can't. It's all in here together. It'll be at the end. I'll see it. I was saying, you knew it was bad after Sterling kicked his second shot out of the fucking stadium, thinking it was a grand slam. The commentator just waits and, sees if it breaks somebody's windshield in the adjacent parking lot. And then he just sighed and was like, Pep's got a Sterling problem.
Hey, look, Sterling, yeah, we all know he's not a good finisher, man. It is what it is. But the defense, honestly, I can't complain. Even though it seems like in moments they, play really bad, overall the stats are showing these guys are playing well defensively as a team, man. They're not allowing a lot of goals.
If you want to yoke your what is it? If you want to tie your horse to a carriage or whatever, what is that fucking expression? Hey man, if you want to bet your future on John Stones, go ahead. Because I've seen enough.
Not John Stones, Ruben Diaz and Laporte. If I see any other different duo.
Oh, you know what's going down. Oh, you already know. You already know, Terry.
Diaz and Laporte need to start. If they don't start, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to absolutely lose it.
It's going to
blow my freaking top.
It's going to be a 3-man back line of John Stones, Nathan Ake, and Willie Caballero.
No, man. Don't do it. Please don't do it.
As your friend, or as my friend, and as a ex-City fan, I hope you enjoy the ties. I will be rooting with you against the evil men in white. As an evil white man, I've had many people root against me throughout my life. And so it feels great to be able to turn around and root against some evil whites.
Hey, man, let me tell you something right now, man. It fills my heart with joy to hear you say that. As a former white devil's white advocate, I appreciate you so much, brother. Thank you.
My pleasure, bro.
You're my ally.
I just want to let you know, offside matters.
Black guns matter.
Oh, no. All right, man. On that note, we're going to get up out of here. Please check out our website. Check out our podcast. I did not have a Wednesday spotlight last week. I did write on how it was still a death sentence to be black and drive a car in America. So if you want to take a minute out from having a laugh and delve into something more meaningful and more serious, I encourage you to do so. Take part of the discussion. I'd love to hear your opinions. I'd love to just move this conversation forward and move it in front of more people.
And all I'll say is we didn't have a habitual line stepper of the week, but the Super League was just a very important discussion to talk about. Some things are bigger than people doing stupid shit.
That's the line stepper. No, FIFA. FIFA is the line stepper of the week for saying these players can't play in the World Cup if they join the Super League. It's FIFA. It
I
always
guess we
has
can say that. Yeah, we can say that. Hey, look, y'all. The Instagram followers have gone up double. We went from 50 to 107 in about 2 weeks. We just need y'all support on everything, man. YouTube has not gone up by much, but it's all good. We know what y'all. You love us. It's all good.
right. But please like the video so other people can see it when they search for the shit. That'd be great.
Yeah. Hey, look, we're gonna tag you, motherfuckers. We're gonna tag our friends. We're gonna tag the shit out of y'all. Like this fucking episode. All right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You motherfuckers. You.
Thanks for the support. Thanks for the non-support. Thanks for the laughter. Thanks for listening, y'all. Habitual Line Steppers out.
Peace. Thanks for stepping across the line with us.
Thank you for listening to our podcast this evening. Thank you. You're far too kind.